Day number 2, the morning of day 2 of the Roots picnic. And yesterday, it was a mess. So I got into Philly at 2:43 and I was in my rental by like 4. I knew it was going to be a cloudy day in Philly and, with some rain. So I usually try to plan for getting there like 3 o'clock. So I knew I was already behind. I did kind of like make a wrong turn. I had to turn back around and I get to the park and now it starts to rain. And then there's hordes of people who are, coming to their cars to leave. But then there's groups of people that are going into the park. So finally it stopped raining. I was at like maybe 6 o'clock. And that's when I got out of my car. At that point is when people was like, they pushed the times back and the performances back. Humongous crowded line to get in. People were saying they had shut the doors. Maybe they shut the doors again or something. I don't know. At 5 is that as there's like huge groups of people going in to the first entrance, jam packed. There was huge groups of people just leaving. I did not make it into the festival till almost 7:30. I made it through an hour and a half in that line. People were passing out. People were complaining. In this type of situation, nobody needs to be amped up on 10s like that, because we're already jam packed in this area. I do not like being jam packed in crowded areas. I was towards the outside of the crowd, like, because they have like the barricade. Tell like it was very unorganized, the entry into the event because of the rain delays. There was only one cop that was in controlling the barricade, only a couple EMT type staff that was assisting people or passed out. There was an older lady in a wheelchair and her family was trying to, I guess, get her through the crowd. She wants to get out, can you open the barricade? And it was like, oh, we don't want to open this barricade. They should have had a backup plan for people with disabilities, right? So that they are not in situations that could be harmful to them. Had to like wheel her around in the crowd, then have to push people back. That to me was the biggest nightmare. And the fairground is just muddy. I guess they had went in and put like big pieces of mulch that they maybe tried to put down. I just headed up to the hill because I knew it was going to be less crowded up there. Able to use the bathroom. I got my picture with the Roots picnic sign. Then I was able to get something to eat and sit in the lawn chairs up there and watch Music Soul Child perform. Then from there, it was just, okay, try to like make the best out of this situation. When I realized that down at the main stage, Miguel was performing and he did a fantastic job. And everybody say, I wanna rock all night. In the back say, I wanna rock all night. Everybody say, I wanna rock all night. And I did get to see Beanie Siegel and Freeway came out before Maxwell. Rock this shit for my kids, nigga. Damn, that real shit. Philadelphia! We still hustle to the sun come up. Crack a booty when the sun go down. It's a cold winter, y'all niggas better bundle up. And I better be a hot summer, grab a light and listen rock. I ended up leaving at 12 o'clock, like maybe 12:05, midnight. So I missed like maybe like the last song that Maxwell did. What up, everybody? How you doing? Shout out to D'Angelo. because I was just like, I need to get to the hotel and just go to sleep. We'll see what day two, if it's going to be better, if it's going to be the same or worse. I'm hoping that it's going to be better. I think the weather is supposed to be a sunnier day. I probably won't get to see Meek Mill perform because I just went ahead and decided I was going to leave on that 12:33 train. I'm not spending another night in Philly. I'm not knocking it as a whole yet. I mean, I did not like the crowd control yesterday. They cannot change the weather. There's nothing that they could have did about the weather, but I also think that they could have, at least acknowledged it on their page, and apologized to the fans because they're getting a lot of bad publicity from this. A lot of people are saying that they're not coming back. Each year I come, there's so many people that be like, this is my last Roots picnic. I haven't gotten to that point yet. The idea of being able to see different performances um, from different artists, throughout different stages and things like that, in an open area. I don't really like going to like concerts at stadiums, and those are worst experiences for me, unless maybe I'm in VIP. Maybe that might be better because I do get a little claustrophobic. I don't like being in large crowds. I like knowing where the exits are. So, the openness of festivals appeal to me more so. I like the Roots picnic. I like coming into Philly, but yeah, maybe I need to try like the jazz festivals in Newport. Bigger. So a lot of people, they had like their portable chairs and they had to leave them. So like if they're not reading that you can't bring it for this particular event, because other events they let people bring, their chairs and whatnot. And then backpacks. People had to leave their backpacks. Um, so sometimes just not knowing what you can and can't bring, that was holding up the security line. Is open, to giving it a try again, another year or whatnot. But, um, I'll definitely be considering other festivals. My Whitney Houston shirt, my cut up shorts, my bag, and see you at Roots picnic. Let's hope for a better outcome for day two.